So yeah, what's up guys? We're finally back with another video after, what, a week since we put the survey video up. We had a great responses to that. What was it? We had 88 responses in total, I think it was. So yeah, thanks a lot for filling that out. I know Oscar kind of wanted under 100 because of the cap that SurveyMonkey has, yeah. But yeah, today we're just going to be quickly going through the survey, well hopefully quickly anyway, because it is us, for God's sake. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. I'm looking at the first question. So it was, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being lowest, 10 being highest, what would you rate the channel? The average score was an 8, which I think is really shit. I don't see why you guys didn't rate us higher. We are clearly the best channel on YouTube you have ever seen.
That really higher than I was expecting.
That really does.
I was expecting ones. I was expecting zeros. Like I was just like, fuck that shit. Everyone's going to get zero. Yeah. But no, with that response to that, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. I mean, especially the fact that either side of the 8 as well, you've got 7 and 9 being exactly the same amount. So it shows like basically everyone. I said shit basically.
Back to usual.
There's a high amount of people who really like the channel, which is exactly what we wanted to see. That's probably one of the best results we've had from this survey. So thanks a lot for that. But yeah,
Juan, I believe it's yours.
Cool. Shall I? Yes, Juan shall go. Question two was, how often do you watch Greatness Debates videos? And I think we will all be reasonably happy with this. See that, like, you get it?
Yeah, no,
anyway.
Breaking Bad, yeah, we got it.
Yeah, Breaking Bad reference. See, I can join in with these now. 67% of people, yeah, okay, 67% of people said that they watch every upload. 27% of people says that every video, they watch every video that interests them. So, as you can tell, that's a pretty good conversion rate, and of course, that's again something we're very happy about. But as far as we're concerned, I think it's more important for us to start getting the content out that will interest you a lot more. I mean, the fact that you watch every video is good, but what we need to do now is make more videos that will keep you watching every one of our videos. I think we can all agree on that. So it's not a huge deal more to say on question 2. I think we'll move on to question 3 with Oscar.
Yeah, just to quickly add on question 2 as well. Like it's about 90% of the people who answered that question basically said that every video interests them and every upload is in that 90% ish. So it just shows that a higher percentage of people are actually watching next to every single video. So again, that shows a brilliant response to what people are, and it shows that I guess our videos are interesting enough. Again, the views that we are getting on most of the videos reflects that as well. So the response to all our videos is amazing, and that's exactly what we want to see. But yes, moving on to question 3. So that question 3 was, how do you feel about the format of our videos currently? And this is quite an interesting question. To be honest, the questions where you got your own personal kind of comment box were probably the most interesting answers, because they provided kind of a variety of results rather than like having to select one one answer. So for question 3, we've got kind of different views. We've got a bit sloppy is a quote from one person.
Sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right.
We've got people who say it works well. We've also got people saying that they like the format itself. There's other people saying as well that the audio needs to be better. That's another one. That's probably Callum.
Let's be honest.
So I mean, again,
that's the thing. If the worst thing people can say is the audio, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've also got other ones as well saying some of them can be a bit long. So I mean, again, we know this exactly. We know that the length of the videos are quite long, and actually we're going to address that slightly in a question further along in the survey. And there's also another one which says needs structure. So I mean, again, we've tried to kind of implement that with those videos where we've got a random topic that we haven't discussed before we started the video, kind of bringing it in, having a kind of debate in a sense that we've not discussed it beforehand. So it's more of a debate. We're trying to implement that, as I said. The question is, can we kind of continue that? I don't know, but again,
I think to an extent the fact that the channel's sloppy just reflects our sort of attitude about it. I mean, the channels on YouTube, there's a clear divide between those that try to be as professional as possible and try to be much more serious, and those that just take it a little bit more, a little bit less seriously. And I think it's fine that we're in that sort of category that takes it a little less seriously. I think the fact that we're having a lot of fun doing this reflects that we don't take it too seriously. I think there needs to be an element of us taking it a little bit seriously, maybe even more serious than we are now. But as far as I'm concerned, I just quite like the relaxed sort of air of Greatness Debates.
Yep.
Right, am I
Question
moving
4
on
then?
to the next question?
Yep.
Did you not want to say something, or?
No, I was fine with question 3. I was just saying, the format is fine. So
that is literally the best example of how sloppy we are.
Jesus Christ. Right. The next question 4, is how did you find the channel? And pretty much as expected, I am seeing survey responses littered with Robin Gaming. I think someone put in there Dutch faggot, which I thought was quite funny. Robin, aka Dutch, yeah. See, so, yeah, that's understandable. Some people have said that they found it randomly in a search on YouTube. But yeah, we do unfortunately have to owe a lot of thanks to the Dutch faggot that is Robin. So trying to move on to the next question.
One thing about question 4. The way I worded the question was how did you find the channel? And some people have misinterpreted the question. So
I did notice that.
They put awesome. I was like, who found it through awesome? Okay, brilliant. I like how everyone gets their opinion across. Yeah, again, I love how you found the channel that way. No, again, that was probably just bad wording of the question. I probably said how you discovered the channel, that kind of thing. It was just bad wording of the question, but most of the people understood what I meant. But just kind of side note on that part.
Yeah. I thought you were an English student.
Yeah, well, you know.
Anyway, so is it back on to me?
Yes, yeah. Question 5, yeah.
Ah, okay. Question 5. What improvements... I've not loaded down the question, my bad. What improvements to the channel do you think we should make? So, this is again one of those ones that were filled out, well, that people filled out via a comment. It wasn't such a rating, it was just people giving their ideas. So having a quick skim read through the answers for these, I found a few sort of common ones. Some people said to talk more about upcoming events. I believe Harry7 said that, and that is something I think we could definitely do more of. You know, a lot of the time we just talk about general topics, but if we talk about more recent events that may be coming up, I think that may be something we could tap into. Somebody mentions, well, a lot of people mentioned about how frequently we upload. Again, that's something we'll be addressing in a later question. And somebody who didn't leave their name, well, they just said Robin at the end, so I don't know. But somebody just mentioned playing newer games in the background, and I mentioned this to Oscar before we recorded, but. That's
Destiny is the best game on the planet.
Yeah, shut up. You know, Destiny's the most incredible game. Destiny, called Battlefield Hardline, Battlefield 4, they're just brilliant games. But as far as newer games in the background goes, I mean, that's just something that I guess could be improved, but it's not essential, I don't think. I mean, as far as gameplay goes, as far as it's entertaining, well, as long as it's entertaining, then I don't think people will have a massive problem with that. But I guess it's still something we can improve from that point of view. So yeah, that was the pick for question 5.
Hang on, someone else also said that they'd like us to talk about like multi-platform kind of news. So like not just talk about PlayStation, talk about Xbox, Nintendo, PC.
Yeah,
and all
I noticed
that, sort of
that
stuff.
one, but.
Which is a good idea. It's a good idea.
It's a good idea, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I didn't include that because if we're being honest, all of us are PlayStation orientated, and we're not going to care that much about, say, for example, Xbox One exclusives. I mean, it's not something that we can all discuss in great detail, whereas I think with PlayStation stuff, we probably can do it a little bit more detail. But I can completely see why you'd want us to do that because, you know, we do try to be fair as much as possible, I think. And that's only right. I mean, you know, we need to be as fair as possible. We're not fanboys or anything. I think people know that. But as far as talking about PlayStation goes, it is just easier to talk about that sort of thing because we do play a much more PlayStation orientated stuff.